Yes, now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the TankNiplz YouTube channel. Welcome back to another episode of Subway Surfers. We're here again. It's not actually been too long since last time, so maybe 10,000. Absolutely. As I was about to say, maybe it might not be. I don't even know. I can't even remember what I was going to say. I'm so shocked. Why have I got 2,000 for? I'm not going to complain, like, I'll absolutely take it, but I didn't expect to get 10,000. What are you wanting us? Ooh, free daily gift. Come on. Hoverboards, brilliant. But you know what? Let's not complain because the game just gave us 10,000. So let's see how many times have I said 10,000 already in this video. I simply don't care for that. As we normally do, let's remind ourselves of our goals. Oh God, what is all this crap? I think we're aiming for him for 80,000 coins. I mean, I can't see anyone cheaper. These are all just weird view versions of things. But yeah. Boards, I think in terms of key, oh, that's 40 keys, you know. In terms of keys, I can't even remember, you know. I think, hang on. Let me see. This one? No. Definitely not. 45 keys. You're like one of the most blandest boards. Why is that 45 keys? God only knows. Only God himself will know this. 67. Oh, I lied. So we're not aiming for king yet. We're aiming for this Skullfire board for 75,000 coins. That makes a bit more sense. Yeah, 75,000 coins, and I think we'll want 40 keys probably for one of the upgrades on one of these boards, unless a character has upgrades. No, they're different. Right, let's just go. Okay. What are our challenges again? Stumble into 15 barriers. Oh, look, 15. Why did I read 15? I'm tired. I've been at work. I'm knackered. 25 barriers, not 15. You know. Don't be stupid. Oh, is it? I don't know what's going on, but the graphics look 10 times better. I'm still using the same phone, so nothing's changed on my end. Looking quite nice. I'm not going to complain, I'll be honest. Trying to think if I've got any topics to talk about. I don't really. Nothing that I wouldn't cover already on the TOMIZ RANTS YouTube channel. You know, got to get that bit of promotion in for the other channel. Go subscribe to that one because that will on that channel I like to talk about mainly WWE, but that's only because that's what is mainly grasping my excitement right now, and they're the most consistent. You know, the WWE has Raw, NXT, and SmackDown every week, and then every like 3 weeks they're having PLEs and stuff. You know, I would occasionally talk. I like boxing, but I don't watch every fight that's on, and I do. It's not just the big fights, but like, you know, I have to somewhat give a shit to watch it. But also I feel like it's a lot harder to talk about traditional boxing. It's not necessarily entertainment based. It is a competitive sport, and I feel like it's a bit of a toxic space on YouTube to kind of just, you know, if me, someone who has only been a fan for about 4 years maybe, people might just not take anything I say as credible, and it just creates this whole conversation of you don't know boxing, you know, and stuff like that. It's no fun when I really just have my own opinions and I just want to watch the fights. There's no space for me really to make videos on that, and I don't feel like anyone watching my videos of me talking about traditional boxing would benefit anyone, because they wouldn't get anything but to hear my opinion, and I don't think that's valid yet, because, you know, I'm not a big YouTuber, you know what I mean? Whereas WWE, I feel like I can add something as well as my opinion, but my opinion, I suppose, is a bit different when it comes to entertainment as opposed to traditional sporting rules and contests where actual knowledge and IQ is required. Not saying wrestling fans are stupid, that's what it sounded like when I said it, but wrestling is more a discussional thing. Wrestling is more of like a excitement, let's talk about it type thing, do you know what I mean? Like, did we like what we saw? This is cool, this isn't cool, do you know what I mean? So yeah, if I do talk about boxing, it'll be Misfits boxing, because when Misfits boxing first came about, I was in love with it, and they were active for like 2 years, and it was great. But this last year, there's been nothing really. Well, obviously there's been events, but like, not as consistent, not as good. It's really fallen off. I don't like that term because it's a bit like toxic towards it, but it's true. And there's nothing really happening for that right now. And I feel like that, with it being semi-boxing and it not taken as seriously as traditional boxing, I feel more comfortable to talk about that. Especially with when a lot of them are people who we've only seen step inside the ring in a YouTube scene. I can actually... Oh god, I got scared there. I can actually talk about it because they're not these experienced fighters that I need to have loads of knowledge on. They have small boxing experience that I can understand much easier and give a better breakdown of. Do you know what I mean? So I do basically just use it for WWE content, but sometimes there'll be Misfits content, and that's purely down to Misfits making events. That's not, not down to me. But what else I want to do for that channel is give my opinions on music, because music is a very subjective thing and something you can give your opinion on and no one can ever not validate it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? The opinion's always valid because it's a very subjective thing. It's different to sports when there's actual knowledge and results and there's stats. With music, the only stats is what's listened to more, and do you know what I mean? And that's, again, it's just a subjective thing. Some people just listen to music because it's popular and it's what's going around, If that's the whole basis, we can't judge anything fairly, do you know what I mean? Yeah, so eventually I want to get into making videos on that channel about music, and I did want to start with like my top songs of 2024, so ranking all the songs I liked in 2024. Only there was over 100 songs that released in 2024 that I liked and added to my playlist, and I feel like I've just put it off so much. I was supposed to do it like when the new year hit. I was thinking about it just before New Year's Day, and we're now in July. This is like the quickest year of all time, so I've kind of missed the window for that video. I definitely could still do it. I just feel like the views wouldn't be there as much, and I shouldn't be views driven because I'm still a small channel and I'm just trying to build really a history and sort of like an amateur YouTube career, so I can earn my stripes and understand the game a bit more, so that when I start to blow up, I'm more experienced and I know what I'm doing. But at the same time, I've just put it off so much, and I don't want to do any other music related videos till I do this one, and I feel like it's killing it. Because I wanted to do, going through the artists I like, listening to their albums, ranking their albums, ranking the songs on the albums, and exploring music at the same time as like educating and discovering music. You know what I mean? Like, I have my own music taste. I have my respectable music taste that average people would look at, and they might respect. Like, I like Juice WRLD and I like Eminem, but then I also have like unorthodox tastes. Like, I like small artists like Crypt, who is a YouTuber, and Dax and KSI, do you know what I mean? So there's lots of ones where people are like, nah, your music taste is shit because what are those artists? And I'm like, it's not, it's just different. And my reason for liking these artists is I don't think they're any better than other artists. Well, I think Crypt is a lot better than most artists, but like KSI, I feel like, yes, well, he is not musically gifted. I feel like with being a fan of him, there is sort of a bias, but it's not a bias in terms of, I like him, so I'm just going to support him. It's more of like, I watch him, so I inherit his stuff. So when I hear his stuff and I see him do well in music, like I almost like relate to it, and it feels, I like it more because it's from him. Do you know what I mean? So in a way, it is biased, but it's not in necessarily an unfair way. I just feel more of a connection to it, so that's why I kind of like other artists. So it depends what day you catch me on. You might hear my music taste and be like, yeah, that's totally respectable, because you know what, my music taste started off with just KSI and Eminem, and then I kind of started heading towards a bit of a aggressive rap direction, and I still, to this day, it's my favorite genre. Like, just like, obviously hip hop, but like mainly rap, like aggressive rap. And again, I'm not massively knowledgeable on lots of artists who do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know like there's greats like Tech9 and Twista and people who do like great like flows and great multi-syllable rhyme schemes, and well, Eminem does multi-syllable rhyme schemes. But you know what I mean? Like, lots of proper technical rap. I'm not fans of those people. I'm fans of just like the people I know who do that stuff, if that makes more sense, right? So that's why I want to kind of use me exploring music on a content basis to kind of force me to explore music and become more educated, and not just for the educational side of things, but also for my own enjoyment, to broaden my taste and discover new things that I might like. But rant about the TOMIZ Rants channel over. that is my TOMIZ RANTS channel. It's you know, currently climbing it, just got over 120 subscribers, so head over to that one, subscribe to that one. This is obviously the TankNiplz channel here. It's just a range of things. I want this to kind of be sort of my main channel, you know, when I become a bigger YouTuber. This is the channel where I'll upload my banging videos. Right now, I'm labeling it as games and vlogs, but as of currently, games and vlogs means Subway Surfers. The vlogs means really the push-up challenge that I'm doing, a short every day, doing a push-up for every single day that I keep it up, and then also taste tests, like tasting prime flavors, monster flavors, and it's mainly drinks because that's what I like, drinks, but it could go to anything. Like I tried Nichols shades, do you know what I mean? So that's what I want this channel, well, that's what it is right now. And there is also other content, sorry, such as Mr. 2K23 tournament for WWE 2K23, but I've just took my while with that, and I need to kind of get it done with, because 2K23 was ages ago. I don't have a next gen console, so it's not as easy for us to set up proper gameplay videos and whatever, and it's a lot of effort. And when I work and I've got lots of things in life going on at the moment, it's really hard to kind of balance YouTube properly. So I'm stuck to the videos that are easier to make, such as Subway Surfers and my push-up challenge and my taste tests. I am playing a GTA 5 story playthrough. I've played that story so many times, and like, it's always been my dream to do a gameplay playthrough on my future YouTube channel, so I decided I was doing that. Only I've took a while with that as well, and the problem is I'm not a good YouTuber right now. Like, there's no quality, you know, there's not quality recording, quality mic, quality webcams, quality gameplay. So I'll probably redo it again one day because I want to do it properly. But this channel is going to be my main one. This is the one you need to stick around on, and there's a reason this channel has 460 subscribers or whatever it's got, because I've grinded on this one for 3 years. This is my baby. This is the one that kind of started it all. But finally, I have a third channel called TankNiplz. Don't ask. It's a very small channel. It's only got like 10 subscribers, but there's a reason for that. Is I didn't want to show my face, I didn't want to show my voice, I didn't want to make this just a third channel. I wanted it to be something chill, something easy, something that was stress-free. So what I do on there is purely games, right? I know you're probably thinking, if I'm doing games on this one, what's the point in doing games on that one? Well, this is more of like when you're on Xbox, you do something cool or you do something funny in a game and then you clip it. That's where I'm going to upload my clips. I'm going to upload my clips of just funny or cool moments, or just pointless things I do in the game that aren't necessarily big, massive, trying to get views content, but they're just kind of content that I put out for fun. You know, that's a relaxing channel where I can just put my life of gaming out there. And my life of gaming is not very active right now. I've barely, when we're talking about actively, consistently gaming, it's been probably about 2 years. But like, every now and then I'll go on my Xbox and I'll play Red Dead 1 story, and I'll play WWE 2K23 trying to complete the game. But it's just because there's no time for games, and I'm not growing out of them as such. It's just when I don't have a next gen console and I don't know what games to play, it puts me off really, because of how, like, just the lack of excitement from it kind of puts me off, if that makes any sense. I feel like I've got some sort of ADHD with the way I handle things, but you know what? It is what it is. So subscribe to that one as well, because that's going to have some decent videos. If you've stuck around this long, you're lying. Fair dues, and I just died, so I should probably wrap this video up. So that was me telling you and explaining all my YouTube channels. I feel like I've probably done this in the most recent videos, but Subway Surfers used to only be entertaining because I could rant about something the whole time so people wouldn't get bored, because you can't really commentate over Subway Surfers because it's not something that's fun to commentate over. So yeah, but thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. I am going to watch these adverts right after I've stopped recording, just so you know I'm not cheating. When next time you tune in, you're like, oh, why are you 300 coins richer? That's why. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.